What's up, everybody? Welcome. Uh, Let me see. I don't feel like getting all that stuff out. Let's see if I can turn this. Maybe that'd be better. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Claudette, what's up? Welcome, everybody. Yeah, I know the lighting won't be the best in here. Yeah, I gotta get me. I might be able to do something. Nah, have to get that another time. Should be good enough. Hey, what's up, Lou? Yeah, so I'm waiting for people to come on in, and then we'll get into watching the videos. Yeah, man, I just really got back in. I had to, so I was out after, after I did that live earlier. After I left, after I left that area, no, actually I chilled. I not chilled. I like walked around that area for a little while, and then I went back home. I came back here and realized that my cell phone wasn't working anymore. So I had to what they call it, top up. I had to top up my cell service. Uh, so I had to go back. Well, not at the same mall, but I had to go back to another mall and top up my account so I can have more internet, I guess, or use my phone. So that took a little while. So then I finally just got back watching video, sound a little reacting while black. Yeah, I'm about to just get into it now. Yeah, these were sent over to me by Karen. So she was gonna tell me about Cop City. Hold on, so I'm gonna share. Let me share my screen. Share screen. Hey Karen, I was just that's funny. I just said your name. I'm sharing the videos you sent me to find out what is Cop City. So this is news. Hold on, y'all. This is news now. I thought I was subscribed to them already. Hold on. Turn it up some.
My very ancestors for thousands upon thousands of years are growing in the trees and are in the ground around us. And when we see something like a Cop City attempting to be built, no way is that congruent with the energies of life that brings us all together.
We have the largest police force in the state of Georgia. We have the largest firefighting force in the state of Georgia. The Public Safety Training Center is for both firefighters and police in the city of Atlanta to conduct their training.
Hold on, what? Hold on, let's look at those numbers again. The cost of the project is currently estimated at 90 million. 30 million coming from taxpayers and 60 million coming from taxpayers, either taxpayers or private companies, but that's crazy. I'm on the, I knew it. I knew it had to be those corporations. To get 60 million fundraising. So let's look at that. JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, AT&T, Delta, Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta. Y'all know the Federal Reserve was, the meeting was held right outside, not even outside of Georgia. It's in Georgia, and it's called Jekyll Island. And it's a real place. I've been there, and that place has a different type of energy. Has anybody ever been to Jekyll Island? In Georgia? It's right out, like, it's not that far from Jacksonville, but it's not in Florida. It's in Georgia. It's called Jekyll Island. That's where the Federal Reserve. That's where the meeting was birthed. The meeting that gave birth to the Federal Reserve was in Jekyll Island, Georgia. So that's very strange that this is happening in Georgia. So Amazon, Waffle House, that's crazy. Equifax, Ariel, KP, Chick-fil-A. You know Chick-fil-A, Georgia Pacific, and local activists calling for cancellation of Cox City. Protesters shot to death after confrontation with Saturday. Charged with domestic terrorism.
There has been really widespread opposition to the Cop City project. There are residents that fear environmental devastation. There are citizens that are concerned that a historic site is being destroyed. This is the location of the Atlanta prison farm. There are people that are against over-policing, and they are concerned that $90 million is being spent to train local law enforcement officers in military strategies. Exactly. And then there are people like me who are very concerned with government transparency issues, and there has been lack of transparency and widespread misinformation around this project.
Mm-hmm.
Our elected officials have said over and over again, well, now that we've voted, there's nothing we can do to stop it. And that is simply not true. The lease, the agreement between the city and the Atlanta Police Foundation can be broken. This piece of property is outside of the city limits of the city of Atlanta. It's actually in a neighboring county, DeKalb County. That means that the people that are the most affected by this project, the people that will have the forest that they live around destroyed, that will have to deal with helicopters flying overhead, live ammunition, ongoing protests, those people are being disenfranchised because they cannot directly appeal to their elected officials because this project is in a county and is not attached to the city.
This is an opportunity for forces to come together across the country and show our resistance because they're not going to do this on our watch.
When the vote happened to approve this project in 2021, over 1,000 people showed up to give public comment, and the vast majority of them, 70%, opposed the project. But they voted to approve the project anyway. When you tell your constituents that they can't vote, that they can't make calls, they can't knock on doors, Of course they take to the streets to protest.
Come on, y'all. They're going really fast.
Of course to protest.
The completed cop city will be among the largest training centers in, oh my goodness, that's scary. Continuing with activities appear to be widespread, corporate funded, militarized. That's exactly what's going on here. Nothing less. This will be dangerous. Yeah, let's check look at the comments. Sean Lewis said taxpayers again. I guess you're talking about who paying for it, pretty much. You know, it's all coming from the people. So Waffle House is in bed with the mob. Yeah, that was crazy. Waffle House was on that list. Got to keep the wholesome memories of the prison farm preserved. It's getting drones versus guns is not a good look though. Stop Cop City. Yo, that's crazy that this is what they're trying to do. Here go another one. Karen sent me this one too. We're gonna check it out. This one is Police versus Atlanta, the battle over Cop City. This video a little bit longer. It's 15 minutes by AJ Plus channel. It's a big channel covering that. 1.3 million. I'll subscribe to them. And hold on, y'all. Get the plan. That's crazy, man.
We construct barricades to keep police out, police, construction, contracting companies. You hear gunshots all the time because there's a police firing range in this. Yeah, you can hear those shots right there.
Occupying this forest is how activists are resisting the construction of a $90 million state-of-the-art police training center protesters call Cop City. The facility will be developed on one of the largest green spaces in Southeast Atlanta, which has a history of oppression.
All of it. It will be clear cut.
They cannot wait. They just want to go in and bulldoze everything and then write the history the way they write it.
The fate of the forest is up in the air as the police and forest defenders both refuse to back down.
Those people, to me, through their acts, are actually domestic terrorists.
Major corporations are pouring millions into this project, financially pressuring politicians to build Cop City.
Why did you vote to approve this facility?
Surrounding neighborhoods that are more than 75% Black say their concerns have been silenced.
Our opinion doesn't matter. It doesn't count.
It's disrespect. And that's what folks who live here ought to be just enraged about.
One of the things I tell young men, well, and young women as well, but the young men really need to hear this more, I think. You should.
I still get anxious when I'm coming down.
This forest defender who goes by Fruit Bat has been living in trees for the past 6 months.
You know, the banner says stop destroying Earth. The great thing also is that you don't have to destroy the tree to live in it.
These forest defenders are a coalition of activists operating without a centralized leadership.
It makes me feel like I'm part of something greater than myself.
Fruit Bat is using a pseudonym because he's afraid of getting tracked and punished by authorities. The police, FBI, and other agencies are currently investigating the movement against Cop City.
You know, the SWAT team has come through here before and arrested people.
Several protesters were arrested during a police raid after a confrontation in which activists allegedly threw Molotov cocktails at officers. Forest defenders say authorities have continued to destroy tree houses during raids.
Sort of a main gathering.
As we toured the forest, we heard gunshots for hours.
And you can hear the gun firing.
That's coming from a police firing range that already exists nearby. The plan is to expand that into an 85-acre campus. That's as big as nearly 64 football fields put together. The facility would be one of the biggest in the U.S. As you can see here in a video plan provided by the Atlanta Police Foundation, among the training features will be a burn tower for firefighters, a shooting range, and a mock village, including a school and residential homes. But residents who live nearby say they were blindsided by the city's plan to expand the massive police facility.
It's happening literally in my backyard. No one has reached out to me. I do see when they ask for votes. I do see that.
Chenard owns a tow truck business near the proposed facility and lives in a neighborhood that is more than 76% Black.
You can head to the backyard.
Hold on, y'all.
The forest is literally probably about
Black near the
How big that is?
and among the trusts.
64 football fields. And they already have a range over there. What? Why would you cut down so much forest for no reason? Or the reason you have is just ridiculous. It's so many abandoned buildings, things that need to be redone. No. 12-acre emergency vehicle operations course. What? 12 acres? Oh my goodness. That's a lot of space taken up, man.
literally probably about less than a mile. Police Academy is kind of like over there where they train at. So
the existing gun range already disturbs his day-to-day life.
Once the dogs hear fireworks, gunshots, they go to, having all kind of issues, running away. I'm not sure if they're trying to force us out of the community and just take over the whole community overall. But that's what it looked like, the way the path we headed down.
Atlanta's proposal to construct the police facility here speaks to the land's painful history. The site was a prison farm until 1995. Prisoners there were subjected to harsh punishments and slave conditions, including poor sanitation, nutrition, and overcrowding. Some critics say claims of unmarked graves have not yet been properly investigated. Before that, the land is thought to have been a plantation that enslaved at least 19 people. It was originally stolen from the Muskogee, who lived there until the U.S. government forcefully displaced them to Oklahoma. Today, both activists and tribal members have reclaimed the indigenous name as Weelaunee Peoples Park. Local advocates have long called for the area to be preserved as a historical site.
Because they just can't wait. Wow. They cannot wait. They just want to go in and bulldoze everything and then write the history.
Wow. So not only are they trying to take over 64 football fields of land, they're doing this in land that was stolen from the native people there, and where they tortured people. Now they want to turn it into the ultimate training grounds for that. And then it was old plantation, so police used to be the first police officers were slave catchers. So wow, the whole thing ties in 360.
The way that they want to write it and be done with it. They haven't even done proper, ecological surveys yet.
But Cop City isn't the only facility that the residents have opposed. Around the forest is a Hollywood studio, sanitation center, juvenile prison, and asphalt and trucking factories.
So that's Key Road landfill. Nobody wants to address the environmental injustice of this. Those issues have never been vetted.
The facilities have severely polluted Entrenchment Creek, which flows downstream to the South River. Jacqueline Eccles is trying to prevent the construction of Cop City from an environmental perspective.
When we were here about a month and a half ago, we pulled 100 tires out of the river and 40, 50 bags of trash. When you look at the rivers, the creeks, none of them meet water quality standards. And the cheapest way to improve water quality is to protect the green space.
In a 2017 report by the city's planning department, the South River Forest was designated one of Atlanta's 4 major lungs. Now, the city is walking back on its vision to conserve the forest.
To just turn around and just disrespect the community, because it's not, they never cared about the river. So we can accept that. But you're disrespecting the people who live in South Atlanta. And that's what folks who live here ought to be just enraged about.
Some neighborhoods around the forest are more than 90% Black and are low income with health challenges such as asthma. Getting rid of the green space will also leave them vulnerable to impacts like stormwater flooding.
And it's not like you can create a situation to moderate the impacts. You can't.
Now, keep in mind, during the few times the public did voice their concerns, the overwhelming majority expressed opposition.
Me as a Black woman living in Atlanta, there's no place for me if we got a Cop City going on.
In fact, one hearing in September 2021 lasted for 17 hours, where around 70% of comments were against Cop City. Regardless, City Council passed the plan in a 10-4 vote.
What is going on with the city? Ordinarily, you would have a city who has control.
In a 10-4.
We need to see who voted. Brown said no. Smith said no. Archbaum said no. And Idy said no. Everybody who said yes, those are not the only people that's for the people are the people who said no. So y'all take account of that. I am. This is the only people who I would even think about voting for. The ones who said no to this. Everybody who said yes, I don't care if you look like me, you are not my people if you voting for stuff like that. Why aren't they building Cop City in Chicago? Like that would even help. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I just want to make sure.
4 vote.
What is going on with the city? Ordinarily, you would have a city who has control over the police. In this case, the police have control over the city.
So why did council members approve this facility? It's important to understand the Police Foundation in Atlanta. It's considered one of the most powerful police foundations in the country. For instance, when the mayor was elected, the CEO of the foundation served on his transition committee. Among those sitting on its board are leaders of corporations like UPS, Wells Fargo, Chick-fil-A, Home Depot, and Delta Airlines. The APF raises investments to finance police projects like Cop City. Of the $90 million needed to build the facility, $60 million will be funded by the foundation's corporate donors. The remaining
Crazy. I'm surprised Walmart isn't on this list.
$30 million will likely be paid by taxpayers. Well before the council voted on the facility, the Police Foundation had been lobbying council members. And the cost? The city leased the land to the foundation for just $10 per year for the next 50 years.
No more Home Depot. Lowe's, that's it.
Hey, I'm Nick. And this is the Alpa 50-liter duffel bag.
Yeah, it's hard.
Our best-selling Alpa has transformed into a burly travel duffel that carries like a backpack whenever you please. With ample space for big adventures, this 50-liter duffel is ideal for cross-country and international travel. It's made from a TPU-coated 1000D polyester on top and 840D ballistic nylon fabric on.
Nobody wants polyester.
2 of the council members who approved the plan agreed to sit down for an interview.
Why did you vote to approve this facility?
It's going to be a big recruiting tool.
We have a duty, I think, an obligation to provide our employees with the best in class of everything.
But you also have an obligation to listen to what the community is saying, right? Do you feel like you've done that?
Yes, I feel that I've done
How?
that. I'm a
How?
citywide representative. I move
What are you
around the
talking
city
about? The 70% said they don't like
constantly.
it.
There were multiple chances for the public to speak. I've never been to a neighborhood planning unit meeting or a neighborhood meeting where I have been told we don't want this.
So
He
why
lying.
here?
One,
He lying.
isn't
There's no way
what I
they could be
see
that
as
out of
a
touch.
quote unquote forest, especially
No
not an
way.
old growth forest. If you go out to the land, which I've been to many times, there's a
That
lot of
boy
invasive
lying.
species.
But those who frequent the park daily
They don't
say
care
it's
about
brought
that.
unique value to the neighborhood.
So to them, it may not be a forest, but to somebody else, it does mean something. It's the saying is true. One man's junk is another man's treasure. But these are the same individuals don't even live in the community. They don't live in the community. They don't care. What they care? They don't care at all. These
Yeah,
same
they
city
do.
councilmen, would you allow it in your community? Would you allow this to take place in your community? Would you allow a landfill to be built in your community? Would you allow a police academy of this magnitude be built in your community?
The city is determined to proceed with building Cop City. Meanwhile, forest defenders have demolished equipment that they say attempted to destroy the forest.
It's like become kind of a relic of significance just to show, kind of what happens if people want to come and destroy the forest. It just shows that we're not going to cooperate with the police or talk to the police.
It's why not everyone agrees with the way defenders have been resisting. Some of them have embraced militant tactics, vandalizing police and private contractor vehicles. Other critics say they do not represent the communities living in Southeast Atlanta.
Okay, we don't see eye to eye on everything, but we are here trying to defend the forest.
The city spokesperson told AJ Plus the current facilities for officers is inadequate and that the new campus is necessary to give officers, quote, up-to-date urban training.
We have gangs, etc. We have to be, at the very least, at that level, if not above it.
Less than 3 weeks after the police killing of George Floyd, an Atlanta officer fatally shot Rayshard Brooks in the parking lot of a Wendy's. His death reverberated nationwide calls to defund the police, eventually resulting in the burning of the restaurant and the resignation of the city's police chief. But the city's response afterward was to increase police funding to improve officers' morale. Atlanta is one of the most surveilled cities in the U.S. with extensive technology.
We're not gonna skip over that. They want to build all this and do all this to raise officer morale. What? What? Jenny, we live in a police state. Yeah, I can't believe they actually said that. They want to do all this to raise police morale.
Atlanta is one of the most surveilled cities in the U.S. But the city's response afterward was to increase police funding to improve officers' morale. Atlanta is one of
Increase funding to improve their morale. And instead of correcting the bad behavior.
the most surveilled cities in the U.S. with extensive technology financed by the Police Foundation.
Our neighborhoods are essentially occupied by police.
Organizers in majority Black neighborhoods have been looking for internal solutions to combat violence, such as de-escalation tactics. Community Movement Builders says the most pressing issues affecting residents are actually food insecurity and homelessness.
Atlanta is known for being a Black Mecca. It's known for having a lot of Black politicians. But a lot of times those decisions that they make are not in the interests of the Black masses here that are overwhelmingly poor and working class, but rather in the interests of their funders.
The Police Foundation has said it's incorporated public opinion by promising 265 acres as green space and that it will also invest in trails for the public.
Let me put it this way. Whoever thought of the notion that you can create a park-like environment next to a police training facility. You can go out and walk along the trail and just hear the gunfire go off. I mean, it's almost like that's what you're used to anyway, right? So we just bring it in home kind of thing,
The Police Foundation says it will move forward with the construction and open by the end of 2023. But families and schools are refusing to let that define the future.
Stop up,
They're hoping increased awareness will stop the construction.
Don't cut down the tree. This forest is important for me because it reflects what is happening worldwide now. Even though we have an urgency and climate emergency, the rich people of this world, keeps extracting and keep making themselves richer and richer.
Not all protesters we spoke to were anti-police. Some were hopeful officers could receive better training to deal with non-violent cases involving mental health issues.
I'm all for the cops training centers. Do it, because the cops need to be trained, but not at the risk of cutting down the forest.
But they collectively agree they're done letting the city sideline their voices.
They don't need more training ground.
This is a fight about
The first step of their training can be right indoors in a room that fits like maybe 100 people, and they just do classes on teaching the law and how to actually interact with the public. I think now they don't even teach de-escalation. They teach that people are the enemy and that you need to go over and above, because like they so scared of the public. So their training, they don't need to be more sharp with their killing skills. Like what? Why are they working on improving their killing skills versus real training on how to treat the public and how to manage stress? You don't need a 64 football field wide course to learn
what
that.
you and
That's
I
crazy.
are going to do. City Hall doesn't have the last word on this fight. We have the last word on this fight.
Back on the front lines of the movement, forest defenders hope to delay construction by
Hold on. I don't mean to keep stopping, but I want to catch up with the chat, y'all. Say, Federal Reserve is a corporate donor. Yep. That's crazy. Federal Reserve. Yep. We live in a I feel like what do you mean? They like, I don't know why they think they want to get more money to raise their morale. Like what? Don't be a cop if you don't like it. Simple. Nobody pitched the job as a safe and pleasant. They know that. It's crazy. Like they knew that they were getting into something that was dangerous, and most people didn't get into it because they were so gung-ho in protecting the community. They saw it as a means to make money. And people, cops, this and that and that and this and that. When people didn't choose those jobs because they cared about, cleaning up the streets. They just wanted a paycheck. They need more training, not training grounds, right? They say you can't do both. Either help the people or destroy lives. Or a means to gain control. That's it. That's all. Like they're trying to, they're turning into the military. It's pretty much, I'm telling you, like even in Tampa, their sheriff's office is like I'm telling you, it's like a military base.
nurturing a communal space.
We call this the water buffalo. This is what we use to store water.
People are supporting the movement with water and food donations. From all angles of resistance, people living both in and around the forest are determined to embrace the green space as the anchor of community.
I've just had so many great experiences in those woods. At least these people are out there enjoying it right now.
We're envisioning a society that we want in the future. And And the only way to get there is to vision it, to name it, to show it, and to gather people who believe in that vision.
You know, the nature, the preserve, the wildlife, all that kind of good stuff they have brought to this community, and then you're saying, hey, we're just gonna take it away? Come on, that's not right. That's not right by no means.
That's inaccurate. How is that inaccurate? You don't think if you take out that many trees, it's going to make an impact? Yeah, they just don't care. Yeah. If anybody says taking out that amount of forest is not going to have a significant impact on the environment around, you literally, that makes no sense. Like, no rational person is going to think, oh, if we destroy this much, it's not going to have no impact on the environment. That's why we're dealing with so much environmental problems now, because they chopping down and burning everything and making places unlivable. But you got military training for the police to raise their morale and, you know, give them more killer skills. Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, I like this shirt too, man. Carbon offsetting alone, exactly. Carbon offsetting alone is significant. That is a big chunk. You got to think, okay, the environment, what about that ecosystem in that area? What about all those bugs, all those animals in that area? It's like everything. Like, how could you say that it's not going to make a big impact? That once you say stuff like that, then I know that, you know, you don't care about anything at that point. Pretty much, you're not going to tell the truth at that point. If you say you think it's inaccurate, that it's going to have issues, and you're not talking, or you never say anything about the impact that it will have, then just to make it seem like it's not a big deal so you can move forward with the project, terrible, terrible. Wow, so that's Cop City. And so if you take letters from the words climate and change, you could spell chemical agent. Yeah. What would make them think they need that much space to build a killer training ground? That's all it is to me. You know, there's only certain times where, yeah, you will need training on situations that are extreme, but that's not really what they go through. Like, how would that help with how would that help with, like, maybe a mass shooting? You don't need a big training ground to work on a mass shooting. Like, no, you just pinpoint, you get there faster and execute. But I don't know, you know, it gets crazy when you get into that stuff. But y'all know that that's some BS. Y'all told me about it, so I know y'all know. But man, what? No, 64 football fields. of space, and it's costing 90 million, 30 million coming from directly from the taxpayers. Like they telling you it's coming from you. Then the other 60 is still coming from you, but in different ways through different corporations. So the corporations that we feed is feeding the project as well. Like corporations like Wells Fargo, AT&T, the Federal Reserve of Atlanta, Home Depot, Chick-fil-A, like just all type of random places that I wouldn't think, you know, I would think more so maybe Bank of America, maybe Walmart would have been on that list, but could be, you never know. But it's crazy. But that's how you know corporations run everything. That's why they're not here to serve the people. They're here to serve the corporations. But hold on. You know, Thug. Good morning, man. All right, let's I'm gonna go ahead to the next video. This one it's not that long. I remember this. I don't know if y'all remember this one, but this one was funny.
Face. I'll slap on your face. I'll slap on your face. I'll slap on your face.
I'll slap on your face.
What you doing? Why you are here? Why you are here?
I don't answer your questions, brother.
Why you cannot answer my
I
questions?
choose not to.
Why?
I choose not to.
I'm telling you, leave here now.
Nope.
I'm telling you, leave now.
I'm telling you no, sir.
I'll slap on your face.
You slap on my face, you'll have a lawsuit.
I told you now, leave now.
What is your name?
What's your name? I told you now, leave now.
What is your name?
What's your name?
What is your name?
What's your name?
You just threatened to slap him.
What's your name?
I'm
I'll
your-
slap you on the face, motherfucker. Fucking assholes.
Hey, all right, guys, welcome back. You're here today with your boy, Anthony X. And
crazy.
today's a little repost and update regarding the situation and everything going on with I Will Slap You on Your Face, Abdul.
Wow. What? Dog. She getting paid $250,000? Almost $1/3 million dollars. Director, Department of Planning and Development. What is she? What? Santa Clara, California. Dog, that's
From at the
crazy
time
amount for her. Come on.
Was with Universal Security Company San Jose. Yes, complaints have been filed. NorCal Cop Watch is working with his attorney for the attack and civil rights violation lawsuit, which, as you know, those things do take time. It's not going to happen overnight. And mainly, we've been exposing the crap out of them, whether it's through videos, social media, and you guys especially have been doing a phenomenal job in showing support, not only by liking these videos, leaving comments, sharing them, but definitely by leaving Google reviews for Universal Security Company San Jose. However, I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is they can definitely see that we the people are watching, and when they violate one of our rights, they violate all of our rights. The bad news is, and I could be wrong on this, but someone, and I think it's Tim from Universal Security Company, probably put complaints to Google or hired someone to do so, because now if you go look at Google's reviews for Universal Security Company San Jose, he only has 2 reviews. One is mine, one is someone else's, and he now has a 5-star rating again, making him look like a stellar company. And again, I can't say it was him for sure. All I know is a couple months ago, there was probably 30 or 40 reviews, and now there's only 2. Let's show him that we the people cannot be bullied and we will not let our opinions and reviews be silenced. So, guys, I encourage you, if you really want to show support, go to Google and Google Universal Security Company San Jose. And the most important thing is hit that 1 star. When you're writing your review, be very cautious of your words. Make sure you follow all the rules and guidelines of Google so they don't have a reason to take it down. And after you post your review, definitely monitor it. Check it every week or so. Make sure it's still there. And if it's not, write a new one. That being said, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next one. I'll definitely have some great videos coming out this weekend. Moving forward, make sure to pound that like button. Make sure to follow or subscribe. Show your support.
We'll go to check out the comments. Tenesia, all those corporations are based in Atlanta. Oh, that's why. He just implant, but doesn't manage nothing. That's crazy. Now I'm gonna say that's more than most project managers in tech make. Yeah, man, that $250,000 in a salary is like, that's doctor level money, and not just any doctor. Okay,
Support by sharing this video, and definitely go check out NorCal Cop Watch.
How long
His
is it
channel's
exactly,
popping.
Karen?
He's already at over 7,000 subscribers on YouTube. Let's help him reach 10,000. Just make sure, tell him Anthony X sent you. And remember, go check out my new merch store. I'm going to have some new items coming by next week. And if you really like what you see and you want to help keep me on the road, definitely check out my donation links in the description. It's not necessary, guys, but not least, we'll see you on the
Sir, what the hell is going on here? What you doing? Why you are here? Why you are here?
I don't answer your questions, brother.
Why you cannot answer my
Because
question?
I choose not to.
Why?
Because I choose not to.
I'm telling you, leave here now.
Nope.
I'm telling you, leave now.
I'm telling you no, sir.
I will slap on your face.
You slap on my face, I'll have a lawsuit.
I told you now. Leave now. What is your name? What's your name?
Peace.
Dang, man, he got long. His outro so long. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. So I want to show y'all. Let me see something real quick. Let's see. Oh, that one long. We're gonna this gonna be one we catch. Yeah, we're gonna have to catch that one later. Okay. So Karen sent another video for us to watch, but it's a little bit long. So I'm not gonna be able to do that. But I want y'all can see when I was training, not training, well, the guy he was showing me some Muay Thai techniques. Let's see if I got it. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find it, y'all. on now. No, it's here somewhere. Okay. Here we go. All right. I hope this plays pretty good. I gotta see something real quick. Let me see how I share the screen. Let me do something real quick. All right. There we go. Hold on, y'all. This the video. As y'all can see, this man is crazy out here. This is an old man. Well, he's not that old, but he's old to be. I wish I would have got him doing the tricks and stuff. Sure good. Yeah, he's crazy, man.
You boy, when you punch, you punch, click, punch, you punch, you punch me, you punch, yes.
All right, now. Okay.
No open.
He said I was too
and
open.
Long here. Okay. No. Yeah. Looking pan. I cannot.
Okay.
I cannot.
That's crazy. Yeah.
One back. Two. Back. You can use. Well, you can see. Okay. And good. Yeah. One. Yes. One back. And one. Kick. Back. Kick. Kick here. Kick. Yes.
That was
kick
hard.
You slide hand. Whoop.
Okay.
Slide.
He really kicked me when he did that too. Not hard, but he really kicked me. Yeah, so for some reason, GoPro was having issues, at that moment, and that's all the footage I got. We was there for a good, maybe I'm gonna stop the share, but we was good. We was out there for a good 30 minutes. So yeah, that's some exclusive stuff right there, y'all. Is he teaching feints or parries? More, he kind of both, but he wasn't teaching really feints. He was teaching more like defensive, I guess you could say parry, but it reminded me of like a shell defense, because he wants to be real like tight and turn to the side, so it's not really no place to get to you. And like I could see it, like if, like, say you was to get into a fight with this guy, there's like you wouldn't even be able to punch him, because there's no openings for him to punch you, for you to punch him. And then by the time you go to try to punch him, he's probably gonna kick your leg from under you. GoPros are bad about overheating and shutting down. Yeah, man. GoPros are good when they're good, but sometimes, man, they're a headache to deal with. So I'll probably be upgrading. I would definitely want to do a 360, and I'm probably gonna get a drone at some point. But but he was cool. So he told me where his gym, the gym he trains at, or a gym he trains at. So that's another gym that I'm gonna check out. It's two gyms that actually it's a few gyms I want to check out here. But I'm gonna do that. And I found some places where I can get like all my, like, do a health screening to make sure everything's good before I dive into this training. Look at DJI products. Ted and ATL, what you talking about, man? As far as look at DJI products, is that a website where you can where I'll be able to find, where I'll be able to get my GoPro from? He one of those, yeah, chopping down trees. Exactly. Yeah, when he kicked, even though he didn't kick me hard, he kicked me, but it was like solid. It was a solid kick, and I was not expecting a kick to be that heavy from him. But it's heavy kicks, punches too. I don't know if you saw in that exchange, I kind of punched, and he blocked it with his fist, and that hurt my fist. And then I was doing a combo, a 1-2, and then a kick, but I ended up kicking too early, so he blocked my kick with his elbow, and my shin was hurting. Like, hey, my shin was hurting for a long time, man. I had to walk that off for at least 30 minutes after that happened. My shin, that's when my shin started, to stop hurting so much. And it wasn't even like a hard kick, because I can't even kick. Really, I can't kick hard yet. Look at okay. I got you, Ted. Namas got rid of my GoPro years ago. It sets off for 3 seconds every time I hit the ground. I needed to see impact. I already knew what caused the crash. So now, so what you use for an action camera? Do you use those? Ted said they got DJI products, which I'm gonna look up in a second. Like, if that was 25%, miss me with 100%. I don't think his kick, when he kicked me, I don't even think that was 25%, and it was heavy. I'm talking about heavy. And I could tell he was holding back. But he just had so much control with it. Like, I don't know, it was crazy. And I'm thinking, like, how is he this much older than me, but so much stronger? It's like so much stronger than me. And I don't like that, because I don't like, I don't like feeling weak. And I'm stronger than, a lot of people. Amagansson Press gave up on GoPros a couple years ago. Yeah, I need to write a will and testament before I get kicked by that, man. Hey, man, I wish y'all could have saw him doing like the tricks on the, like, When you do a pull up and you throw yourself up and you clap, catch yourself on the bar, he spin, then throw himself, clapped again, went full plank, you know, like full horizontal. You know how strong you got to be to go full horizontal and stay there. Like after working out, this all he did all this after he was like he did a full workout. He was just, it was insane. Like when I first started my workout, I'm like, okay, yeah, I could do everything. What you want me pull ups? Yeah, no problem. Boom, boom, boom. By my fourth, fifth set, you know, it ain't at that same, you know, we ain't at that same level no more. But he was like on go, like it was crazy. And yeah, he said he trained all of it, all mixed martial arts. He trained jiu-jitsu, Thai boxing. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna check that gym out. And he say the guy from his, or the coach there, or the owner of the gym is a champion. So yeah, you got to be doing sets of your weight or more all day, every day. Yeah, man, he made me feel like real weak. Like before I go to bed, I'm probably gonna knock out 100 push-ups. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing burpees. I gotta be way stronger. That was crazy. He made me feel like like what? He said, and I'm an old man. He was real life like Master Roshi. I can do a gang of pull-ups, but I can't do no plank. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He not only did pull-ups, he did pull-ups and muscle-ups. And not only muscle-ups, he threw himself up, clapped, caught himself on the bar, and bro, it was insane. And I didn't catch it on camera because I don't know. I'm just, you know, when I go to work out and I'm like, I walk up to people working out, you know, I don't just, you know, record everything like that because I don't know. It's just thing when you working out, you know, you want to focus on working out. But next time when I see him again, I'm gonna go ahead and ask him if he'll do that on camera. So that'll be actually some good content. It's pretty unbelievable. I'm talking about he was like strong, not so much strong like bulky strong, but you can just tell like, man, solid. Yeah, if you're working out for the right reason. Yeah, I'm working out. Yeah, because you dealing with, you know, you got people walking around this planet on a whole different level. I'm not trying to be no everyday, you know, no. I need to be different like that. Then, so you had him doing all that. Then you had this another guy out there who was like working on his handstand strength. So he was like doing all type of handstand exercises off the curb and with the bars and stuff. It was nuts out there, man. Best defense is a good offense. Well, he had both of them. He had both of them. It was no even like if he didn't want me to even get close to him, he all he would have to do is a forward kick. Like that's the first thing he showed me. Like he showed me like, okay, you can punch, but if I don't want you near me, he showed me what you can do, okay, with your fist. But if you can't, if somebody that front kick into your knee or your like gut, you can't even reach with your punch anymore. So you're through. You're through. So you can't be you can't be one dimension. Yeah, man, it was crazy. It was like it was no touching him at all. Like for one, if you approached him, if he don't want you that close, he's gonna kick you back. If you manage to get closer, even after he kick you back, he's gonna go into like this tight shell thing, to where when you throw a punch, he's gonna either move out the way, block it, but either way, it's probably gonna hurt you. Like, cause if he block it with his, he gonna try to block it with his elbow, it's gonna hurt your hand, or he's gonna block it with his own fist, that's gonna hurt your hand. And then by that time, you're thinking, oh well, what I'm gonna do? I mean, you're gonna keep trying to throw punches. You're gonna kick your leg or kick something, and that's it. It's no doing anything to him. Which was unbelievable. He was old too. Like, could you imagine running to that person and shoot? Yeah, forecast is pain. Buffering. I can't hold signal this morning. See y'all later. All right, now I'm out, man. Catch us on the repeat, man. All right. But yeah, y'all. So we watched those. I don't know if Karen wants to send me a shorter video for us to watch. If not, I'm not gonna drag this stream out too long. It's been about an hour and close to 10 minutes. Yeah, so I just wanted to jump on here with y'all and go ahead and post that. Like I said earlier, I got the content coming, some content coming from another revisit that I did. So I'm gonna try to get that one out by the end of this week. Because what's tomorrow? Wednesday. So I try to either get it out tomorrow, Thursday, and by the latest Friday. But I try to have it out by then. But way before then, I'm gonna try to work on it tomorrow morning, and have it out by that afternoon. People don't realize that even though seemingly little leg kicks in the UFC would ruin a regular civilian's whole week. What? You telling the truth right there, man. Even like even the ones that don't even seem heavy, like the little slapping kicks, those things so much. It's crazy. I don't know how there's some heavy kicks. So that's what I want my kicks to be heavy like that. That's kind of one of my goals. I want to have some heavy kicks. Because I've always been, upper body strong. I've been lower body strong. Like I got strong legs, but I never tried kicking or, so I want to get to a point where, I want to get to a point where I want to have some heavy kicks. So I want to get 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 he I can like throw a kick without, without thinking about it, pretty much. You want chainsaw fillets, pretty much. Yeah. I want to be able to kick and know that I could, stop somebody. Yeah, man, it's real out here. People want to go out here not knowing how to defend yourself, and like and I can defend myself, but I know it's people on other levels and they bigger than me. Yeah, man, yeah. And I think it's perfect for me because I'm not somebody who goes out there looking for fights. Like, I think those make the best fighters are the people who don't even want to fight, but will. And then you got people who just love fighting, but they don't really love fighting. They had to fight, and then they realized that they were good at it, and they enjoy being good at fighting. But yeah, y'all tell me what y'all wanna do. Y'all wanna call it a night, or because for me it's about 11 o'clock for me right now. I know it's probably mid-afternoon or something like that for y'all. Matter of fact, y'all, everybody drop their time and time zone. Everybody drop their time and time zone. I should have everybody do that when it was more people on the stream. But I like seeing that when everybody drop their times. 9 a.m. That's crazy. Y'all, they just getting started. Insecure people want to fight to hurt. Athletes want to fight to learn, right? And grow ultimately. Yeah. Karen specific. Yeah, I noticed that, man. Yeah, I need to, I never like bullies, so I always want to be in position to stop a bully. Eastern just before noon. Wow, Ted. So 9 a.m., noon. And it's 11, about to be 11 o'clock here. I'm about to go sleep for a whole 8 hours and be up before it's even with Karen. I'm gonna be up before it's even nighttime for you. I'm gonna have a whole nap and everything. I think the 1A community is inherently anti-bully. I mean, I could say that, because that's another reason why I do what I do, because I don't like, I don't like people trying to, impose their will on people and think people need to lay down and just go for that. Right. We only bully the bullies. Yeah, I'm about to, Karen. Yeah, I had a long day, man. It was. What else happened weekday? So, no, that's pretty much I went up. I know I had a crazy motorbike ride going to the mall to get my SIM card to top up my account so I can use my phone again. This motorbike taxi was driving so fast, man. He had me scared for my life. This is the first time I've been on a motorbike and I was actually scared for my life. I don't know why he was driving so fast. But yeah, so yeah, so that was pretty much it. Did that training and walked around, checked out the city a little bit, and then came back, you know. But yeah, so only a few people dropped their time in the time zone. Karen dropped it. Ted and ATL dropped it. Yeah, I really want to know everybody's time and time zone. It helped me out, and I also want to be familiar with y'all. So, all right, y'all. I guess I'm gonna call it a night. I know it's crazy hearing that right now because it's so early in the day for y'all, but I done had a full day. You know, yeah, I've been out walking, exercising, training Muay Thai, you know, all type of stuff. But next time I'm gonna have better lighting. I know the lighting probably not that good right now, but it will be, you know, next time. I have to get my light set up and all that. But yeah, on 9 for the good. Oh man, I'm blessed. Yeah, not yet. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, you said it's all right, Cam. I still like it's a shadow cast on the side of my face. It's probably decent, but I don't know. I like it look a little bit better. But all right, y'all. AWB, I'm out. Again, you know, I appreciate everybody for stopping by and joining with me. And like I say, I have that revisit coming out later this week. I'm gonna do my best to get it out by tomorrow or Thursday. So again, with that being said, AWB, we out. Go enjoy your family. Well, y'all enjoy y'all day. Love your family. And yeah, y'all be blessed.